So I was in the politics and religion server. That would have been yesterday morning, early yesterday. And Darth was in there with a few others. And I was in there actually for about 9 minutes. And no one said anything to me at all. I was just listening, which was fine. I was just there to listen. And then they did say something to me near the end. Now, in the space of maybe a time frame of about maybe 20 seconds, he managed to insult me, called me a moron, and he also lied. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show the lie that he said, and after I do that, I'm going to show a clip, something that he said about people who lie online. So first I'm going to show how what he said was a lie. Okay, so let me explain what I'm doing here. What you're actually looking at right now, you're looking at the inside of my YouTube studio, and I'm counting how many videos I've did starting from the beginning of this year. Here's the first one. You can see it's dated January 2nd. Okay, that's the first video that I did this year. So I'm going to count from that video and count till now. So you'll see that it's 5. Each row is 5 videos. So I'm going to start with the first video. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135. That's the limit right there. That's how many I've did. You can see that video, Ask Me Anything, which is the last video that I did, the most recent video that I did, which was a couple days ago. So that's a total of 135. Okay, there's the video that I did, the last one, which was on September 11th. Okay, so now this does not include unlisted videos, and it does not include private videos. So the only thing you can see is how many public videos I've actually did on my account. This is what anyone that goes to my account, this is what anybody will see. Okay, so let me explain the point of why I did this. While I was in the chat room, he told the other people in the chat room that as of the beginning of this year, I had uploaded 225 videos pertaining to him. So that was the lie. So now I'm going to play the clip, which was earlier. I believe this was from last year, where he's talking about liars, people who lie online. This is his view. This is coming from him of what he thinks about people that lie online. Here's that clip.
This is why I lose my temper as a man in his 50s, because I've had 40 more years life experience than a lot of these assholes, okay? And I have an expectation that adults who are going to talk about serious life issues, that we're going to at least to attempt to be truthful. What we have is we have untold numbers of people on Discord who are absolutely committed to lie in a conversation, change the subject, throw out red herrings, because this is what they're accustomed to on social networks. They don't care about being truthful. These people, like I said, people who conduct themselves like this are worse than child molesters. Communicating that they're being truthful and about what they say and in response to questions, while they're responding with deceptions, half-truths, and misdirections. And that violates the very basic social contract that we humans will have, no matter where we are on the earth, that when we speak to each other, we will be truthful. And so this is why I consider that many of the faux interlocutors on here, many of whom are young, that they're in their teens or 20s, that they are vile, they are disgusting, and they are worse than pedophiles. Okay, because being truthful in our communications is a much more basic social contract than anything else. What is the fundamental social contract that human beings have when we interact anywhere in the world in any culture, sir?
That will be truthful to each other.
That's right. It's even more basic than physical social contact is. Okay. And so,
Can I make an argument?
Let me finish, please. Okay. You see, you do not realize the ramifications. Okay. Because when you have pedophilia, that only has a limited effect on a certain amount of children. But when people pathologically lies, it undermines the entire system. Do you realize? I don't know. How old are you?
Well, 17, turning 18.
Okay, good. Yeah, the people who had the most difficult time understanding what I'm saying are people who are young, because you have limited life experiences. Now, being young, you think, diddling or molesting a little child, you think it's more disgusting. But what you don't understand is lying and violating the basic social contract is even more foundational than not touching somebody without consent. Okay.
Yeah, I understand that. I was just